welcome back. Today I am trying to finish off using my summer kit from Through the Seasons. You can see we've got some beautiful hydrangeas in our garden and some lilies. Lovely gorgeous colours to them as well. And that's where my problem came. With my Australian summer collection, I really didn't have any purples or blues in there, and this green on the flower buds is quite lime, so I wanted to draw some of those colours in. So what I've done is I have selected these scraps to use, which were from the Australian summer kit, but I'm having to draw in some cardstock. So I'm going to make a layout and show you how I draw in these colours using what's left over from my kit to scrap these flower photos. It should be fun, it should be challenging, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching how I do that. I will be using some of the stencils and stamps from my Australian summer kit. And let's do it. Let's have some fun and let's play. Throughout the Australian summer series that I've been working on, I have been using a lot of the free sketches available from Scrapbook Generation. So with my photos for this layout, I'm looking for something that has 4 photos. So I'm going to have a flick through here, find something that I can use. It may be a paid for sketch, in which case I won't be able to share it with you, but I'll try and go for a free sketch if I can. So I'm going with this free sketch number 32 by Alison Davis. As you can see, I'm thinking, even though it only has 3 photos in the design, that I'll be able to put in 4 photos through this area. It may come much wider and go to the edges of the paper, but I'm okay with that. And then I like the idea of these long ribbon banners through here, using the scraps that I've got from my kit. What I really love though is because my photos are flowers, that this incorporates lots of flower die cuts. So I'm either going to stamp some of them, which could be great, but I also might cut out some as well in coloured cardstock, or using some of my scrap paper that I've got to use up. However, I did want to use the stencil. So if you have watched one of my others, you would have seen I've used this sinuous vine stencil. It was part of the stencils that I selected when I made up the original kit. So I'm thinking, because I love this idea, we've got these banners running down the page, I'm thinking behind that I am going to stencil in this lovely vine. So I'll probably use a Tim Holtz Distress Oxide because I love the coverage on those. I may even choose one of my favorites, Mowed Lawn, could work well with it. And yeah, I'll put that in behind our layered banners and our flowers. Let's see what happens. I'm going with the blue background. I'm going to stencil over the top. And, oh, do I want it to come right down off the page a bit? Right, I think we're going like that. So I'm going to put it, yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm just going to hold it in place with a bit of washi tape. Probably I use washi tape for holding down stencils more than I do putting up on the page as a decoration. Even though, having said that, this design would go beautifully with that. You could substitute these cut banners with washi tape. No, I want to use my scraps, but that would work. That would be quite nice. All right, so here we go. Got the stencil. I am going to go with the Mowed Lawn. We're working on this blue background, so it may come out a bit darker. but that's okay. And off we go. It's quite a detailed stencil, so I am going to have to layer the ink, because you'll want quite thick coverage to cover the blue for it to stand out on the blue. Anyway, I'll get to that. We'll speed this bit up for you. So that's gone on quite beautifully. I'm thinking in the design, if you have a look, there is some little foliage bits with flowers that are coming more this way. So I'm going to move the stencil and I'm going to put a few of these leafy foliage pieces further across over here. So let's do that. We just need to lift it up. Okay, so there's our stencil on the blue. But what I am thinking is, I pop that there. Grab that. And we've got these little leaves here. I'm going to pop some of those on. Now, if you find it difficult to do it with a sponge like this, you could go down to one of those narrow ones. Where are mine? The narrow stenciling brushes. So I've got these ones. That may be easier when you're doing just selecting little bits. In fact, I might have to use them myself in a moment. We'll see. To get only the bits that I want in there, which is the leaves and the stalk. Okay, and I'm going to pick it up again. Now see how we've got some foliage coming through here, and I quite like to move that around, get that out of the way. I've got this nice bit here. I'm going to put that in there. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. So I'm just picking up these bits here. Just being really careful that I'm only getting the ink where I want it to go, which is on the leaves and the stalk. Actually, I might do those little dot things there too. And here is where I'm going to pull out one of these. The medium-sized one. Put that there. Just pick up some of the ink. And then I can go in this little bit here. You can use it a bit more like a paintbrush, really. Nice. Working for me. Just adding a bit more ink so we've got a deeper colour. It's one of the things I love about the oxide inks is they are great for trying to control depth of colour. Yes, I'm liking that. However, I feel that it just needs one more leaf, so I'm going to use this one and move it around. So it's actually that little foliage there. But if I turn my stencil around, I can have it going a different way, like so. So it's the same piece of stencil, I'm just changing the direction of the flow of which way it's pointing. There we go, that'll do it. Pull that up. And there we have our stenciling. You'll see that some of my papers that I'm using, because they're scraps, aren't 9 inches long like we need. So we need them 9 inches long. So I've just cut 2 bits, and I will be literally just joining them together, because you won't see the join. That will be under the photo. It should be fine. Now I just need to cut out the little notches. How I do that is I use my very messy board here, and I just use a pencil. Oops, I've got it upside down. Just use a pencil. I flip the banner piece over, grab a pencil, and I just work out the center. Just mark it, and I just cut it with scissors. Do we want it here? Do we want it here? Let's have a look at theirs. No, theirs is there. So, and then I'll just cut it with scissors. Hand cutting works fine. I know there's plenty of punches out there that you could use instead, but just a pair of scissors and a pencil mark is all you need. There we go, there's our banner. Right, let's put it together. So I've got some photo mats. I'll just quickly put these together, and you can see I've just laid out my borders, and we'll fix those on. And then we'll put on all our amazing flowers. So there we go, finished. I've got a heap of embellishments left and a whole heap not even cut out. So I think I'll pop those in a little bag and I'll pop them away. And anytime I need a flower, I'll be able to pull one out. However, they're really quite unusual colours and shades, so not sure how often I'll use them, but anyway, we never waste anything here. The other thing is I have used, as I showed you, these Vicky Bouton, what were they called? Amour. Pretty sure they were Vicky Boutons. It's not actually saying that on here though. Maybe they're not. But these have just been the most fantastic because I bought, I think, 4 packets of them. Unfortunately, look, I'm down to 1E. What am I going to do? Anyway, I might have to look for some more. But the colour range, even though pastel-y, has just gone with so many different layouts. I've been able to use them on so many different types of layouts. Feminine layouts, masculine layouts, gardening layouts. It's kind of unusual because they've got this apricot in there, as well as your pastel pinks, and then these greens, which just about go with anything. So if you're looking for a very versatile set, highly recommend it. Not affiliated in any way, just letting you know this was a good buy. And if you haven't thought about making your own embellishments, please do give it a go. This is why buying tools are so important. If you buy stamps and dies, you can create anything that you want for any different collection you make, for any different layout you make, for any kit you make. So, you know, these in particular is a very old style die. But I've been able to make it work just by selecting colours related to my photos and by layering it up and having lots of texture happening and different types of styles and designs within the foliage and flowers. So everything old can be new again. Just because it's 10 years old, 15 years old, doesn't mean you can't use it in your contemporary layouts today. This is my last summer layout using my Through the Seasons Australian Summer collection. If you didn't go and check out that, go and look at those. There's a few different videos where I show you my kit and then I show you different layouts that I've created using the kit. So check it out, it's on my channel. I also have my autumn Through the Seasons collection kit, which I've just made up. That's available for you to view as well. And I'm just starting to create with that. It's going to be lots of fun. So make sure you subscribe so you can see everything we create.